Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This deck come to me on Saturday, just to help somebody out basically. I'm fully booked, but I thought, look, we'll squeeze this one in. Shouldn't be anything too major, he says, right? Long and the short of it, this customer, I felt a bit sorry for him, if I'm honest. He gave this deck to a repair company, an audio repair company in Essex, that had it for 12 weeks to replace over a pop-up lamp. He wanted the LED changed. When they changed over from a lamp to an LED as the original lamp had blown. 12 weeks to do it. Apparently every time he called them up, they were asking and saying they're waiting on parts. And I mean, that job in itself takes me about 15 minutes to do. So it's an absolute joke of taking 12 weeks to do this. But to add insult to injury, he's got the deck back, plugged it in at home. There was no power to this turntable at all. So he's completely cut out this other place. Now, I mean, I'd be fuming if it was me, but he's brought it to me to get this sorted, and I've already completed the power issue with the deck. So the first thing those of you that are used to doing when you look at these turntables are probably going to turn around and say, check the fuses. Now, you're absolutely right. The first thing I did with this, obviously check the plug fuse. They very rarely ever go, to be fair. Then I checked the two glass fuses within the deck. One of the fuses had indeed blown, and we then had power. Then what happened? When you hit the start button, the deck was spinning up, not super fast, but it was spinning up at a constant speed. But the strobe lighting was flickering. Every LED on this deck was flickering, and the pitch was all over the place. The strobe was wobbling all over the place, and no matter what you adjusted the pitch to, even at 0, it was just going all over the place, all out of control. So after a bit of testing and trying to trace the issue, I found out that the internal power components on the board, 2 parts in particular, I'm not going to tell you what they are, but the internal power components on the board were at fault. And obviously when he popped this LED on, because it doesn't work now, it didn't work anyway, he obviously didn't put a resistor in line, blew the fuses and blew the power components, because now I do this and I fixed the problem. So power components have been replaced on the board, fuses have obviously been replaced as well. The deck is now spinning exactly as it should be, so at least now we have a fully working turntable in terms of it powers up, it spins and it works, which is obviously what my customer wants me to do. Now usually I'd be stripping this thing down, giving it a bloody good clean and everything, but he just wants me to repair it. So that problem has been fixed in terms of the actual speed issue and the running order of the deck, and you can see now that we've got a constant speed on the pitch, and that's that issue sorted. But look at this. You better hear this through your speakers. It's quite loud. Looks terrible. So I know exactly what's causing that problem. So for those of you that are looking at this thinking, what the hell is that? If you look at the front, you see where the screw that goes onto the front of the actual housing. Well, for a start, you shouldn't be able to see that screw. So that just tells me straight away that the rubber mounting that sits underneath, the rubber spacer that goes around the bottom of the assembly, that's obviously not there or fallen off completely, and it's making the entire housing pop right up. So this is what I think's happened. Either he hasn't put a resistor in line for the LED, he's popped the LED, and it's been blown all the power components on the board. That's very common, that one there, the wrong resistor or just no resistor at all. That's gone bang and blown everything. That's why that's no longer working. Or maybe because the rubber mount's not there anymore, the cables are probably cut together after a couple of turns, bitten into the cable, shorted it out, and in turn again, blown the components. So the next little step I'm going to be doing now is taking this entire lamp out, popping a green LED that the customer wants me to put on there. We're going to put a green SMD on this particular unit, fix this issue. Once it's done, give him a call, you can come and pick it up. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you this one because it did make me laugh. So customer waits 12 weeks to have something back and repaired that takes me 20 minutes to repair. And in turn, because this company has no idea what they're doing, they give the deck back with no power. That is bad form. That is bad form, isn't it, eh? 12 weeks, no contact, get it back, no power, ruins the deck. The mind boggles, guys, eh? But either way, problem solved with the power. The deck now works. Going to get this sorted and let the customer know the good news. Right, guys, see you on the next video.